Testing, testing. Alrighty, that's me. Hello, everyone. Yoshi Haverbro here, and we are back with another great chapter. Or, I guess the second half of the chapter would be more correct. Of Ace Attorney Chronicles. Or, The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. My bad. I gotta make sure we clarify that. Now, I'm here with my friends. I'm deafened right now because we have more than, the usual person, which is Kaz. And one other person. It's 5 people, so it may get a little loud, and I may just deafen some people. But they don't know that because they're not watching. Oh wait, I forgot to advertise in that Discord that I'm in. Whoopsies. Got your water, drinking wetty. I was craving a soda, but by the time I wanted one, it was a little too late for an energy drink soda, because I usually drink Bang. And I forgot the other thing I was gonna say. Oh, we don't have any sprites. Yeah. Anywho, let's get used to the other partners. Just a reminder, you guys are on the stream now. Let's get started, shall we? Or I guess let's continue. Yeah, there was a bomb. No, it was... Oh yeah, it was a fire. Oh, well, there you go. Smoke bomb. Ninjas? What does she look like, though? Well, yeah, obviously. Linkle? That's just Linkle! From Hyrule Warriors! Well, after that rather eventful recess, the court will now resume the trial of Mr. Magnus McGilded. Now then, Lord Von Zeeks. My lord. I believe he had established the cause of the smoke, which veiled proceedings earlier. It seems to have been an advanced form of smoke grenade, of the sort typically employed by the army. Good gracious, the army? What in the devil's name? It was an elaborate attempt by a young girl to cloak her escape from the public gallery, but she was caught. And now occupies the stand. Your name, girl? Literally. Are you responsible for the smoke grenade in which included induced such a pandemonium? There we go. Here in my courtroom. What is the meaning of this deplorable behavior? If I may, my lord. Yes, Mr. McGilded. I think perhaps I got to explain here. Why is that the wee lass was here in the first place, and why she tried to bolt like that? 'Tis all tied with the events of that night, so it is. Thinking emoji. Very well, Mr. McGilded. Give your testimony. You explain to the court exactly how this young woman is involved in the case. Well, she did the murdering, so I'm off scot-free. Bye! Jebby, you're a murderer? No. Can't be friends with you anymore. On the night in question, I took the backseat of the omnibus and probably not at all. Then, Agora, a loud thud and a wee scream woke me up from the first start. There was a fellow collapsed on the floor at my feet, so I sat him up on the seat across from me. Then I turned out to find out the scream came from, and bless my soul, what did I find? There was a child in there, all curled up in a ball, hiding her wee self away. I remained somewhat baffled, I confess, but from what I gather, on the night in question, this young girl was indeed riding the omnibus, is that correct? 'Tis exactly as the defense counsel said. The last was the 5th passenger, my lord. Very well. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. It was funny, but I mean, he slouched over, you know, Scrooge McDuck and whatnot. They tried to solve it with a knife. Alright, we already know what to do.
Hold it!
Seems like it. Maybe that was the girl then.
Hold it!
Hold on. But do you want to blame the girl? An accidental murder. And I'm assuming she explained it to him. He's like, okay, I'll take the blame.
Hold it!
So you just sat him off. Okay. Whys and wherefores. Shut up. Let me look at something just to see.
Hold it!
Queer! Under your backside. When I lifted the seat on which I'd been sitting, I found there was a wee cubbyhole there for storage. Just like Cass said. Okay, I get it, game. You want me to look at it. Yeah, it's on the ground. Wait a second, that wasn't there before! Ah. Anyways, now. No, I'm just checking just in case if there's anything else that changed too, because that's so obviously changed, and it looks fresh. Oh, there's stuff that's not there anymore! Well, yeah, you can't put your finger on it, because... Just double checking. Yep. Yeah, they changed stuff. They're gonna change it to fit the narrative that the girl hid under there. Well, I mean, that's what they're going for, really. I wish I took pictures of right before they did this, though. Just double checking everything else. No? Good. Now I'm double checking. Like, do I be sure I don't have anything in here? Yeah, no, it's more of the knife. Okay. Double checking.
Hold it!
That's right. So, you just... Okay. We don't have the picture of them staring down, though. That would help a lot. Scream from the gentleman over us. The driver realized something was wrong and pulled up the horses. However, at least one conundrum remains. Who is the girl? Her name is... I'm not gonna pronounce that. Okay, cool. Shh. Oh! Okay. Gosh, she's even more Scottish! I'm letting you read this then. Stop. No, not at all. This is a court of law. Duty here to determine the truth, not cast. Wah! Jeppy, please, for the love of Christ Almighty, do not say another word. You literally just said something. So, she obviously stole that from a certain someone we know who. Just saying. There goes his line. The court accepts this girl, Miss Gina... Fuck. Gina Lestrade, okay, as a valid and significant witness. Accordingly, young lady, we will now hear your testimony, if you please. You will tell the court exactly what happened in the omnibus that night in question. In this testimony, what the girl saw. Okay. I'm surprised you barely fumbled that. Yes, he let you go. I fail to understand why you would let this street urchin go, Mr. McGilded. Oh, to simplicity myself more, my lord. You see, she couldn't possibly have killed the other passenger. I knew that for a fact. How? As I'm sure I've said before, sir. Every time I see one of those Zaza memes, the only thing I can think of is Zaza from Battle Kitty. I was sitting right on top of the place. Oh. It is a word for, like, smoking something. I don't know. Anywho. This is where I sat that night, and the cubbyhole of which you had spoken of. But there was stuff there! But there was stuff there! Well, of course. Yeah, so he sat on that seat, which was out of the view of the people up top, which makes sense. Yeah, because that'll make sense on how she got out. Oh, wow, we're convincing him? Hold on. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, but now there's gonna be suspicion cast onto the girl. That's true. Yeah, but you know, Ryunosuke's.
Objection!
Oh! Where the evidence of reasoning should be paramount, emotions rule the day. Emotion? The witness's latest statement gives us a clear insight into his true nature. What do you mean, his true nature? Shakes head in dismay. Do you really think Scotland Yard would have made such a glaring omission? After the incident, the omnibus was comprehensively searched by officers of the police. Obviously, the interior of this cubbyhole, as the witness put it, was included in the investigation. The compartment under the posterior seat was full of the coachman's belongings. It's noted in black and white here in the police report. The evidence has been tampered with. In order to corroborate Mr. McGilded's story, someone had to unlawfully remove everything from under the seat. Order! Order! How could such a devious contrivance possibly have been effective, Mr. Counsel? Naturally. We must acknowledge the deficiencies of the I can't read these big words. I'm a dumb. However, I assure you, when the omnibus was wheeled into the courtroom this morning, the compartment under the seat was not empty. Well, my Nipponese friend. Me? When the carriage was submitted as evidence, doubtless you examined it in the fine details of what any self-respecting practitioner of the law. Pray, what did you find the condition of the seat compartment to be? Well, to be sure, the young gentleman will be able to clear this up in a jiffy. Sorry? Go ahead. You tell the court now, fella. How this all an elaborate excuse by my desperate... Wait. Hold on. Answer. I looked, and I know it wasn't empty, but the thing is... So, do we tell the truth? Okay. But the way Mr. McGilda said it... See, for that specific reason, I'm gonna say it was empty. Yeah, true. It wasn't empty. When I first examined the compartment, I'm fairly certain there was a number of articles inside it, yes. He wanted us to lie. Yep. What game are you playing? Your task is to defend the man in the stand. Why would you say something to compromise his position? As the advocate for the defense in this trial, I confess I'm still not entirely sure where I stand, but it seems to me that I should state what facts I do know as clearly as honestly as possible. Interesting. This is not altogether pleasing, fellow. I'm simply telling the truth, Mr. McGilded. Well, don't forget that you're supposed to represent my best interests here, lad. Now then. The fellow's memory is a curious thing, and not altogether reliable. No, the clerk must consider the facts. That the cubbyhole under the seat is as empty as the devil's heart, so it is. Yes! Pip isn't that irresponsible. Uh-oh. We actually almost lost in the first few seconds. We don't know. Naturally... Maybe we chose the wrong one and should have lied. Well, we're back to even. Counsel for the defense, begin your questioning of the witness. This is technically our first trial in Great Land of British, but for chapter-wise, it's like the 3rd chapter. And the Reaper of the Bailey is at work, it would seem. Yeah. What the girl saw. I love her animations though.
Hold it!
Yeah, that actually makes sense. Well, yeah, that counsel. May I remind you that this girl is a petty thief? Kindly refrain from entertaining her tenants. Well, that does clear up the mystery of the fares, though, now. 4 paying passengers and 5 pence apiece, making it 20 to which the cabin didn't testify. And 1 little scapegoat riding for free. The red conch of a driver is always going for some grub for its last run, I see. So that's when I slipped into the carriage and get myself hidden under the seat. Nice and easy, right? Well, your hiding place is a storage compartment. Full of equipment for the coach, you know. Yeah, there's brushes and buckets and whatnot in there. I always chuck all that out and cram it in a corner somewhere. No one ever seems to bother much. And yet, according to the report filed by the police officer, the compartment was full of such Ha! Well, I don't know nothing about that. Like I said, I moved all that stuff out so I could hide under the seat. That's all I can tell you. Seems we reached the end of that line of inquiry. Continue. It was right on a waste of time. I got nothing to show for me trying to find out. A waste of time? Why is that? Most nights I'm on my own on the God permit at least some of the time. I beg your pardon? Did you say God permit? Oh, yeah, well, that's what my kind call it. You'd say omnibus, I suppose. Point is, any normal run the carriage ain't that got no one in it for a while. And that's when you come out of your hiding place and get away. That's it. That night. This cove was sat on me for the seat from the start. And it didn't budge the whole way, did he? Not 1 inch. I was totally stuck. Do you mean to tell us that you were present in the carriage for the duration? You were under the seat the entire time which eventually floated in the closed cabin? Yeah. Right, mister? To be sure. I was as shocked as anyone. You don't expect to lift a cushion you've been sat on and find a child now, do you? So this Mr. Stone can possibly be the culprit then. I'll tell you, you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It's pitch in there. So you couldn't see out into the cabin at all. Not a jot. Most days I wish I couldn't help with your view. I know, right? And I have butchers. Jesus, I can't. I thought you were a pickpocket, not a butcher. I mean, I can't have a look. The seat I get on ain't as plush as the other one, see? So most of the time, the passengers plan themselves opposite. But for some reason, that night, this or Iverson spent the whole journey right over me head. And for that reason, you weren't able to push the coach enough to peek out, you see. Truth is, I ain't too happy in the small dark places. Jesus looked like they both black. There's the only place item in character, so it's Hobson's choice. Why does she just stick to picking people's pockets and open them? I say there's some reason that she's not letting on, judging from her demeanor. So anyway, I was a bit scared, but I had to stick it out under there. Nothing else to it. After a while, I heard a loud bang. Nearly jumped out my skin, I did. And the scream just...
Hold it!
When you say a loud bang, do you mean the noise from someone falling into the floor? Could have been, I suppose. I don't remember so well. Point is, it made me jump. And you let out a scream involuntarily. That's right. And then I felt the cushion over me and had to get a lighter eyes. Presumably the defendant got to help the victim. Yes. Or not. It could equally have been the moment the accused stood in order to stab his victim, could it not? Well, girl, did you see what happened at the crucial moment? Obviously not. Oh. Never mind. I pushed at the curtain and then I quick butchers while I was at the Cranston night. The Irishman was sitting up bloke fallen on the floor in the seat opposite. My matches must be good as a count, of course. But then the fella suddenly turns around and looks right at me. I stuck back down again, but it was too late by then. I should have never risked looking. It's because of that the swell found me. He helped me get away, mind.
Hold it!
And when Mr. McGilden discovered you, he pulled you out from your hiding place. I was scared stiff, I was. He dragged me out and sat me down in seat and all. Next to the victim, Mr. Mason. Yeah, the bloke got a knife in its guts. He was still bleeding. And then the carriers lurched a bit and ended up falling onto me. It was awful. Both me and Anne's got covered in blood. It made me as sick as a dog. Yeah, that explains that. Alright, I'm back. What did I miss? I had to leave because my mom needed something. But anyways, history. Wrong controller. So anyways, history. We... While... Fast piece of stuff. Name. Levels up to. Somebody scream. Roof on deck. Mr. First. One didn't look up. New testimony. Well, what do you think we're supposed to do? I'm assuming we just press the carriage on, like, one of them, right? What do you think we're supposed to do now? I'm assuming we're supposed to press the carriage evidence on one of them, right?
Hold it!
Make him think that there's something wrong. Why? The seats would technically be facing this one. The one with the murder scene on it. And they're saying that Mr. McGilded was sitting on this one, and the girl was under him. So they, again, wouldn't have seen them. Because that's the back of the chair, and that means they're facing this way. Oh, what? Her character portrait's kind of nice.
Excuse me.
Didn't mean to mash the A button. Yeah, but what evidence? Where do I press, damn it? Yeah, but this gotta be the same thing, honestly. And he doesn't have a reaction to any of them yet, so... It would be the last one. It's gonna keep looping around and keep missing it. Okay.
Hold it!
So, like here?
Excuse me.
Yeah, see? It's just the same thing. It would be him being, like, coughing or something. Yeah, they make a motion and it's kind of like, hey, they're gonna say something. So, but since he didn't say anything... New evidence? Where?
Hold it!
Oh!
Excuse me.
This was nothing important. I was feeling bad for the poor lass is all. Oh, shit. I remember feeling desperate myself as a young life, shut up in the dark. It was terrifying. I see, yeah, sure, we can all sympathize. I'm good. What's freaking else get you good, buddy? Oh yeah, that's true. darkness seems to make everything you hear much louder as well. Because, one sense goes out, the others intensify. I need anything. Ah! Finally, some new information. So you were straining to hear what happened in the entire time since the moment you hid yourself? Not exactly, no. Sorry. Well, there was no one in the cabinet to start with. I could push the cushion up and have a blusher to see what's what. But then, when I saw the swell getting on, I got my head down so he didn't notice me. And once Mr. Gill decided to see under in which you were hiding, correct? Yeah, wouldn't Amity... What a mug. All I do was listen. I was waiting to jump out there as soon as I heard him leave, see? You good there, buddy? Post to the fans. So are there any conclusions? Besides the fact that he stayed on for more than we thought, right? See, that's racist. He realized it too. Uh-oh, are we working together with a very, Jebby, how do you describe this, prosecutor? Shit, fuck. Okay. So she said she didn't, all she heard was the snoring. No, after Mr. McGilded. Oh! Maelstrom. I'm kidding.
Take that!
Dice-fired mason. Yes, my lord. The sound that Miss Lystrade cannot have failed to hear is that of the victim boarding the omnibus. Harder. Explain your reasoning. Miss Lestrade, allow me to confirm something. You claimed earlier that you were the first person to board the omnibus, right? Of course I was. The driver was in the pub, didn't I? And the next person to board the omnibus was Mr. McGilded. That it was. Not a soul in the cabin when I climbed aboard. At least not in plain sight. So you were, to all intents and all purposes, alone in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus at the time. Did I not just say as much? I was traveling with anyone else, if that's what you mean. Yeah, I saw him get on, remember? Through the crack under the seat cushion. He was on his own for sure. And from what we heard, the carriage made a number of stops after that onward journey, during which time did you not hear the door opening or closing at all? Nah, I never heard it. That's exactly what I was listening for, weren't it? Waiting for this one to leave. In which case, when and how did the victim end up in the carriage? We know that the victim collapsed inside the enclosed cabin. Therefore, her statement about what she did or not hear is at odds with the facts. One of them's a murderer. So, I'm saying, how would you describe this person? Would he be Tumblr sexy man? Or would he be like... what? I hate... That's true. Oh, don't forget the boots. Now, I wouldn't say untruth, because remember... the turntable. Grandma, yes. You're just sipping from what the old person says. Don't even. Yes, the witness last statement seems to have revealed a critical inconsistency in the story. However, if we consider the possibility that her statement is in fact the truth, like, you know, what we want to hear, it may shed an entirely new light on this whole case. What are you saying? No, but they're hate criming us in this game. The victim was nowhere to be seen. Subsequently, the carriage door was not heard opening a single time, testified on the witness on the stand, yet the victim's body was found inside the carriage. If the petty thief's words were to be believed, how to explain the victim's miraculous appearance inside the cabin, nothing obvious. Why would you say that? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. No, no. If he was put there after he died, explain the blood on the couch. No, 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 no. There has to be something else. Whoa! There's a latch! I'm so glad I checked. Oh my god.
Objection!
Yeah, Jebby, how would you explain that?
Objection!
Oh, really? Yes, really. One other way that side that isn't the door. Another opening and use which allows the victim to appear inside the enclosed cabin. Alright, counsel. The defense will identify the locations for the court. Here's the omnibus in which the incident occurred. Where on earth did this entrance?
Take that!
The answer is obvious. It can only have been the skylights.
Objection!
Your ludicrous proposal almost has me lost for words. However,
Objection!
I'm not even gonna let you finish that sentence. The skylight may as well be large enough for someone to pass through.
Objection!
So you claim, but do you have a shred of evidence that you're supposed to out-brained theory? Both Mr. McGilded and Mr. Straw said the same in their testimonies. They heard a loud thud, such as the noise made from someone falling to the floor. Yes, which has already been explained. As for the sound of the victim falling to her seat, having been assaulted with a dagger. Yes, but would a man slipping from the seat onto the floor really have made such a loud noise as the witnesses described? A noise loud enough to cause Miss Lestrade to let out an involuntary cry, in fact? A self-murder would be interesting. Perhaps, in fact, that was the moment the victim made his entrance into the cabin. No, let me rephrase that. The victim didn't enter the cabin as such. He fell into it.
Objection!
You're now suggesting that the victim fell from the skylight into the cabin? That's simply impossible. How can you be so sure? Because if the victim had fallen inside through the skylight, as you say, the passengers on the roof deck would have seen it happen. And yet, not one person made mentions of such events in their testimony. Well, yeah, that's true, but, your mom. Might a humble fella make a wee comment here. Mr. McGilded? To be sure now, the two fellows who were sat on the roof that testified before said nothing of the victim falling for the skylight. But it seems to me, my lord, that 'tis not saying, but a BCDEFE? Them being unable to say. Huh? Shut up. I think perhaps the two fellas do be having something of a compelling reason not to mention what happened. Would you not agree, fine ladies and gentlemen of the jury? Oh my goodness. Please! The two chaps on the roof. You mean the ones who snuck the knife in the man were... Hey, they're back! Just what exactly are you insinuating here, you blitherer? What is... I don't know. What are you insinuating? This is a flaming outrage. I've got a mind to give you a blinker in a minute. He'll give you a shiner in a minute, he said, and so will I. Mr. Fairplay, you're effectively accusing me, a city gentleman and oh, wait, I have to give him a respected banker. And me, a very angry hatter. Suggesting that someone like me could have stabbed that man in the guts. It's a disgrace. It's scandalous. It's... I protest in the strongest possible terms. That's right. We're not gonna talk about that. Order! It's no time, witnesses. Not versus wanton invasion of the stand. Return to the anteroom at once. But this is beyond reason, my lord. This is outrageous. It's very hurtful, you know. My lord, if I may comment. Go ahead, Lord Vods. It was the defense that initiated this outbreak from the witnesses. My learned friend has seen fit to abandon all protocol and accuse the witnesses without proof. That wasn't even me. That was the guy. It seems, young Nipponese, that your command for the English tongue is wanting. You propose to this court that the victim fell through the skylight from the roof deck to the omnibus. The hypothesis cannot possibly stand without the rooftop passengers being aware of the event. I suddenly bit my tongue and I cannot talk properly. You have brain dead these gentlemen liars. You have intimidated a criminal guilt. I am a very homosexual man. In our British courts of law, this is what is determined as a baseless accusation. I know I was rash to put an idea forward without any actual evidence, but you can't just dismiss them without a second thought. What are you wasting time for? Get them to testify. I thought there was something fishy about that hat the moment I laid eyes on the fella. We have to see the matter through now, only one way or another. If there's a fifth and rubbish in our midst, we must dispose of it out with Vods. What is happening? The spectators in the public gallery they're in a complete frenzy. Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First. My lord? You will take the stand again and make another formal testimony. In reference to the incident has been brought by the defense. Yes, my lord. I didn't come here for this. Let's keep pushing forward. We were the only two people up on that roof deck, dead or alive. I can swear on that. If anything had happened where we were sitting, don't you think one of us or the others would have noticed? In any case, neither of us knew the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill him. The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. We couldn't have opened it. So if you're sure to buck into the skylight, where's your proof? Somewhat hard to imagine. Yeah, but he kinda just said it was closed the entire time, which means it can open and will open.
We're innocent, I tell you.
Something doesn't feel right. Why do I feel so uneasy? Alright, I already know what to press, which is all of them, but I know what to, you know, yeah. Let me see the window endpoint right here. It won't let me open the lock for sure. Why is he galloping? I mean, I don't really know anything about them, do I? Yeah, we don't have new evidence anytime so soon, so... Find a conclusive piece of evidence.
Hold it!
I already know what to do, boys. Dickin'. No question about it, he said. Not at all. Oh, but yes, of course. I remember seeing them both. What was that pointing animation? He's playing smart. I'll give Mr. McGilded that. I can't even tell if he's guilty or not. This is going so well. What was that pointing animation though? This guy! Boop.
Hold it!
Too dark to see clearly now. Is this some kind of lark? Some kind of joke he said? Is this what it is? Or mayhaps one or the other you fell asleep briefly. Are you fair dickum, sir? Are you serious, sir? That's what he said. It's impossible, I tell you. I gave you the keys to the vault if I fall asleep in that bitter cold. If you did manage it, your eyelids are free shut and you never open them again. That's extreme. There's no fairies and I didn't hear you at all. That's a lie. I saw you through the glass. You were talking to someone. Now, 'twas a cold night, so it was. People do be seeing things that aren't be real in the cold. This hardly surprising. Seeing things? Why, I oughta... You... Don't take it personal now, lad. If I'm a suspect in the case, it's only fair that you and the other Frayne are too. Open, free, and competition, what capitalist society is all about. This isn't the competition I should be involved in. Hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah, I feel like the next one is too. The one where he's like, yeah, it couldn't have opened! And even though, like, you know, we kind of saw it open. Or, like, well, we didn't see it open, but, you know, it looked like it could be open. So, but we're just gonna press them all.
Hold it!
Yeah.
Well, no.
Should I? Well, okay. Yeah, I guess I might as well.
Excuse me.
Mr. McGilded. Chicago. Yeah, I knew it. Alright, plus that for later. What could I be doing for you? Dying, that's what you should be doing. I need water. Exclamation point. What are you insinuating? Oh. We have evidence for that. Also, you're a banker. Such a begrudgery, isn't it? Sort of begrudgery that might motivate a fella, perhaps, to off another. And young Mr. First. Me, sir? What do you want with me, sir? Oh, now you're scared. You be making hats for a living, do you not? That, and that hat sliding on your head, is that one of your own creations, is it? Oh, well, I'm an apprentice, you understand? I'm learning to find the perfect fit for whatever fine jet walks through the door. Perfect fit, is it? Well, it's just a very distinctive design, so it is. Many customers like it, I tell you. They have a distinctive touch. Customers, such as thrice-fired Mason. Ah. There's a photographic print of the victim submitted as evidence before, my lord. Hmm? Oh. No, he has the funny, yeah, that's made with statues. That's what we thought of in the first part of the trial. I was gonna show it anyways. I can't help thinking that the poor fella's hat looks distinctly familiar, wouldn't you say? Oh! That's one of my hats. Hee hee, aye that is. So it seems the brickmaker was a customer of yours. The sort of customer I'd wager you could have a wee quarrel with over distinctiveness of the goods. Oh no, sir. Absolutely not, sir. Well, there's really nothing more to add. It wouldn't be right to say is that it's the two fellas here. Remote's connection to the victim, you see. I rest my case. You little weasel. Urgh. He's better at this than I am. Gosh, Mr. McGilda has certainly been thorough in his research, hasn't he? Please, don't let me in. Let him interrupt your hold on the proceedings. Hat Hunter Award?
Hold it!
This is the one I was thinking was going to advance the story. Going to lose my block with you in a minute. He's going to lose his rag with you in a minute. That's what he said. He said block. You like look at yourself. Go on. You see? It's shut fast now, just like it was that night. So it is, of course. A fellow the size of Miss Mason could likely break fight. What? Just looking at the size of this thing, you'd understand. Alright, now you hold him there a minute, sir. The size of this thing means nothing. Not on its own. Let's consider the bigger picture here, shall we? Let's stop biting our cane, shall we? I was riding the omnibus on another occasion when, well, I broke wind. Loudly. Huh? This is an unexpected confession. Oh, I just meant to say, well, the point is, I tried to open the skylight, you see. But, just my luck, I couldn't make it budge. The stench was terrible. Everyone was looking daggers at me, sir. I went as red as roach, I did. Are you expecting me to sentence you? Oh, no, sir. Just, the point is, the skylight can't be opened. I tried it when I was inside the cabin for sure. Ooh! Uh-oh, confidence.
Excuse me.
Sly Cooper. I mean, Miss Lestrade? It opens. The skylight. That's what we're talking about, right? All them skylights open. Dead easy. More easily than you can load that weapon. That's a lie, I tell you. Otherwise, when I when I farted, you can't do it from the inside, you mug. Oh. Look, a few weeks ago, I was up on the roof deck in one of them drags. And I had a great haul. I mean, I had purses coming out of my ears. Miss Lestrade, this is not the form to be in. How do you see it? Oh, that's two different ones. Illusion is what I'm going for. Well, we have Google. Yeah, okay, eulogizing on the subject of your criminal activities. Well, anyway, I had a bit of a scare. When I lifted the last Broke's purse, it got wise to me. All four of them surrounded me, so I couldn't off the bus and leg it. So I was use the skylight, opened the catch, and jumped right through. What? Yeah, the catch for them skylights is on top side. That's why you can't open them from the cabin. The skylight opens from the roof deck. Climb up on the rooftop and above for once and verify this witness's claims. See? Maybe she likes him. No, wait, no, can we add that to the court record? Well, thankfully, we have proof now. Click. Yeah, that changes everything. There's blood! You can certainly see. Yeah. There's blood! Holy shit. This changes everything. Yes, it does open very wide, doesn't it? Why not to kick someone like you through certainly? Why someone like me? Ah, what? What is it? Look! Just here! Look at this! blood! Why would there be blood stain there? Surely it can't be unrelated to the case, can it? Finally, we have more evidence. So that explains a lot more. He fell down. But what's with this obvious patch of blood? It's so obvious. He made no mention of it. This blood? That's true. Now here's what I'm thinking, right? This has to be tampered with the evidence. It's probably either wine, because he's the only one drinking wine. Because remember, all this stuff was removed. So we don't know.
Objection!
On the night in question, the victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach, and immediately afterwards, the victim's body was pushed through the skyline into the cabin below. Those are the facts. And the irrefutable proof? It remains clearly visible in the omnibus that stands before us today in this very courtroom. That's utter humbug. You can't possibly have the evidence. No, you can't. I mean, we didn't do it, I tell you. It's impossible. Irrefutable proof? Here, in this courtroom? Say it ain't so. Yeah, my lord. I believe everyone will appreciate a little clarification here. Yeah, I think, but the second one, what is it that proves? Now, we could say the fake blood stain. It would be very easy, but we're gonna obviously say...
Got it!
Not wrong button. Blood? In all caps and orange letters? Why didn't my minus button work there?
Hold it!
Uh-oh. Here's the part.
Hold it!
She is so determined about that park.
Objection! Objection!
Alright, so I may have, wasn't paying attention.
Objection!
So now we're out of choice. Yeah, that would make more sense. I know, right? That. Let's see what to say. Rather far-fetched use. Well, that one's obviously an answer. He's trying to point us to something. The truth. We're trying to, but like, are we supposed to keep defending him?
Objection!
Yeah, there was stuff in the thing. The trials. I can. I did. Sorry. Inklings, platoon.
Objection!
Yeah, it keeps swinging. What's the truth and what's deception? What am I supposed to believe in here? I think it wants us to say something else, though.
Got it!
There you go. Slip of the tongue, yes, but I aspire for the truth. But the question is whether that evidence is genuine or whether it was unlawfully fabricated by someone. I feel compelled to admit there's at least a possibility that the evidence is fake. This trial is over. Mr. McGilded, I've done everything I possibly can to cooperate with the court, but it's all over now. But you're the defendant. It's over, I tell ye. Oh boy. Memory, recollection, what people think they saw. 'Tis all nonsense. Oh man, he's really pulling out those big shots now. Facts are what counts, and the fact is, the bloodstain is there, now. But it wasn't there before. Well, and over the course of this desperate trial, long and extremely drawn out has it been, that good-for-nothing Reaper Bailey has failed to present any decisive evidence at all. scandalized? So I am. I thought I'd better off Lord Van Zeeks. Well, my lord? I must concur with the defendant. The infernal recollections of an individual cannot stand as evidence. At this moment in time, the particular blessing in question is very much in existence. In the absence of any credible method in which to provide his allegation previous non-existence, I regret to say that it would be improper for this trial to continue. Your lordship can't be serious. Lord Van Zeeks, what is your position? The prosecution, my lord, has no further witnesses or evidence to present. Very well. And that, for every possible venue in this matter, I shall proceed my allegation. As formality, I am of course obliged to confirm with the defense first. No formality. As things stand at the moment, it will seem that Miss McGill will be found not guilty. Yeah, if we mean we've won, is that really the right outcome here? Is it really alright for the trial to come to an end now with all these unexplained inconsistencies? Counsel for the defense, your closing statement, please. Yes, my lord. The defense believes... It has to be right, but remember, we want to win. I'm here in this courtroom today as advocate for the defense of my clients, Mr. McGilded. However, there's always a but. What are you saying, man? Without any question, there's no conclusive evidence to prove the defendant is guilty. However, there's also no conclusive evidence to prove that he is innocent. Good gracious me. Seething coping. Are you sound of mind? No, wait, we're so close to the end. Who's talking? It's so indecisive.
Objection!
Ooh. But wait, where were we ordered the evidence to be secured? I'm afraid the precautions do not shun responsibility in this matter. That's so unfair! Well, Lord Von Zeeks, it's been a pleasure, so it has. And as for you, my dear fella, I couldn't have asked for a better defense. You mean to tell me this all been a grand waste of time? 'Tis the law of the land, my good man. If you'd like to pursue this matter further, you can always go ahead and try to change the law. Magnus McGilded. Good grief, you're more to say than me, have you? Just one thing, a warning. This is far from over. Well, something to look forward to then. Defendant Mr. Mac is not guilty. No, the fact that not a lot of people are even like cheering. Can't believe it. This is an outrage. They should have examined the evidence, man. What are you talking about? This man's been cleared. He's innocent. Exactly. It was a victory for us. But was it really the victory we wanted? Assistance. I suppose we should be happy. We are still completely in the dark about what actually happened. Well, we didn't have enough time. But isn't it wrong? I mean, who was actually responsible for Mr. Mason's death? We don't even know that. The sole aim of the defense is to obtain a verdict. That's extraordinary. The defendant. You carried out your duty to perfection. You did. Mr. McGilded. And the girl is with him too. Well, it seems that the stories are true. Oh, what stories? About the 6 enormous fireworks that you'd be letting off when the verdict's not... I don't know about that. I'm not sure I really did anything. I don't think it was so much thanks to me as down to your planning. You're a straight-talking fellow, aren't you? I must say, you had me astray in the head there for once or twice. Congratulations, Mr. McGilded, on having your name cleared, but nothing resolved. There's only one thing that matters to me. They've all seen that I didn't do the abuse and dirty deed. I suppose it is. It's not that funny. From the east. Well, If you insist, have this stuff along. You deserve a reward. Everything is ready, sir. If you'd like to follow me into the courtroom. Examine it again. Now? Naturally, I'm under no obligation to take part. But as an upstanding member of London society, gentleman's duty. So then, fairly well. It was an absolute pleasure meeting us. And there he goes. Hey, wait! Whereas I want to say get a move on, she really does take it forever to load that thing. What is this music? What? That's what I'm expecting next. Oh no, she's crying. And so, the trial to determine my worthiness for the study tour was over by the end of our first day in London. However, as we were soon to learn, there were more trying times ahead, just as the Reaper of the Bailey had warned. The case was far from over.
What's going on? Get the fire brigade! Water! Bring water, quick! What the? How did this happen? I I don't know, sir. By the time I got here, it was already engulfed.
No one was supposed to be allowed in here before we started investigating. No. Oh, good God. There's someone in there.
This can't be.
There's a lot to take in. Was it one of the people he owed, or was it him himself? No, she left with the other girl. Four. And we'll stop here once we get the opening cutscene done. Yeah.
I begin to think, Wilson, said Sholmes, turning his head languidly in my direction, that there is more to this case than that which we have observed. Indeed, that there may be another part to this story that we are yet to discover. His eyes wandered, following the steam rising from his cup of herbal tea, leading him to the distant memory of that snowy evening. To the young lady collapsed on the pavement along Briar Road, and to the knife in her back. Lit in the soft glow of gas lamps, a most extraordinary scene had been set. And under the cover of a light fog, the curtain had risen silently on the insoluble mystery of our invisible killer.
I think I'll stop here. I mean, yeah, but we can just see that the next time. I don't want to keep that suspense up. Yeah, because we don't know when that whole, like, you know, dying cutscene's gonna happen, so... Well, yeah. That's true, but I kind of want to play Splatoon now. Ugh. That was a really interesting case. I don't feel satisfied with that though, you know? Cause like, and the fact it's far. Exactly, and the fact that he fabricated it in the middle of it. The thing is, right? I think if we had Mark, we can hear your TikTok. I was gonna say if we had our last I'm trying to remember. If we had Sholmes, he would have been able to prove that the blood was fake. Yeah. He just wasn't there. Doing British things. I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna finish off this stream. I'll catch you guys later.